Hi, family. It's an honor if you're tuning in on our Facebook channel. Hello out there in the internet world. And for those of you in the office, I just want to take a second and thank you. Some of you have been sharing these videos, and we're getting a lot of engagement. People asking a lot of questions, calling us up even or sending us messages saying, how can we prevent this disease or that? How can we help my family get over migraines or high blood pressure? Any of those things. In today's video, in our series on how to get healthy ASAP, how to really tackle your health, regain it if you've lost it, keep it if you've got it. We're going to get into how to detox your body, or in other words, how to not poison your body. This detox is a buzzword right now in the health field, and really, a toxin is something that will damage your cells, damage your tissues, interfere with your body, creating a state of what we call dis-ease, imbalance. So when you get into looking at what things are toxic and not toxic, you could just simplify the whole thing as saying, hey, is this good or bad for me? And a couple of solutions. I'm going to give you some solutions today. So a big thing to understand about the way our body works is when you put something on you or in you, like if you eat it or drink it and it has a toxin or a poison in it, there's going to be an effect from that. You can't, in other words, like if you drank bleach, there's going to be an effect of that. It's going to hurt you somewhere in there. It's going to hurt cells. It's going to hurt organs. And the list of things that are damaging to your body is astronomical. I was reading a thing the other day where just a fragrance, like in a perfume or a cologne or a deodorant, that word fragrance, if you look on the back of the bottle, that fragrance is like carte blanche to the lab, wherever this thing is made, to use 6,000 different chemicals to make it, none of which are going to be safe to consume. That's why you don't drink perfume. And that's one rule if you just want to follow something. If you can't drink it safely, you definitely should not put it on your body. You know what I mean? As something that could seep in through your skin, right into your bloodstream. And a lot of things do that, and they're designed to do it. That's why we replaced our colognes and deodorants and perfumes with an organic version of this. And I actually have this in the office. The reason we made this is because if you go to a beauty shop that has a completely organic, chemical-free or toxin-free product, they're typically like 60 or 70, 80 bucks. And they really don't cost that much to make. So we have these on the shelves. There's 4 ounces, which is a really good dose. Like I think a perfume bottle is like 1 ounce or 2 ounces. This is 4 ounces. And this cream, if you will double as a lotion, a perfume, or even a deodorant. The oils that we put in there will help your body naturally kill off any smelly bacteria. But we have this in the office. You got your 4 ounces, you got your 8 ounces. This is exactly what we use in my house. Another example of something that's really bad for us are cleaning products. So things that you use to clean the glasses with, clean the ovens with, floor cleaners, any of these things, especially if you can really smell it, that's going to be pretty rough on your system. And all these toxins add up, right? And if you look at the way your cells work, your body, your brain uses everything that it comes in contact with to build up your body. Well, if these toxic or these poisons are getting on your cells are going to be pretty weak. Your tendency to get cancer is going to go up. And for those of you that have kids, I don't know about you, but I would do anything for my kid. I'd do anything for your kids. I'd do anything for my extended family's kids. I mean, if you want to really do something to help ensure that they grow up healthier, you'll start getting rid of a bunch of this toxic crap that's around the house. Toothpaste, great example. If fluoride is a disaster on our system, it's bad for our brains, it's bad for our cells. You can replace toothpaste with fluoride-free alternatives. We have one toothpaste at home that has charcoal in it. And yes, your mouth is all black after you finish brushing, but then you wash it out, and the teeth aren't black. Obviously, it doesn't stain your teeth. But they make all kinds of fluoride-free toothpaste, SLS, or sodium lauryl sulfate, the thing that makes toothpaste bubbly. That's also the same thing that makes soap bubbly. You don't need that on your body. It's very bad for your cells. It gets into your system and damages things on the inside. So that's just a few things. So if you think about all the stuff that's out there and all the fumes that we're breathing in, just start chopping away at some of these. So cleaning products, toothpaste, Replace your deodorants and your perfumes and your colognes with oil-based, essential oil-based things and coconut oil. Cleaning solutions are really very inexpensive. You can take a used bottle and just put some vinegar in it with some water, and now you got a cleaning solution. And you can look online, different recipes. People don't like necessarily just the smell of vinegar all over the kitchen, so they'll put some oils in there and they make it smell nice. Hand cleaner, oh my gosh. We had a lady come over and do a commercial at our house on the toxic ingredients that are in those hand cleaners. Those little things you see people squirting everywhere. You go into a restaurant or you go into a hospital and the hand cleaners say, please clean your hands. You're cleaning it with a serious poison. All right, there's one ingredient that I remember being in most of these things called triclosan, directly causes liver damage. All right, and B, you don't even need that stuff to keep your hands clean. Just go wash in the sink with water. The acidic product or the acidic tendency of the water will help keep your hands clean just fine, right? And you don't want to put this crap all over you all the time anyway, because then it destroys your natural bacteria, your natural flora all over your skin. You just don't need it. Coconut oil is a really easy cleaner. But this company, EO, I've actually tried to make this, and there are some of their products, and I can't quite get it right for the price that they make it. So this is a really good product, very inexpensive. They also make deodorants. And then another example, here in Texas, we need insect repellent, right? If you use the commercial stuff, that one brand that has 3 letters that rhymes with golf, right? If you use that brand, you'd have to look it up because it's not on the bottle. You'd have to look up the ingredients in there. It is a disaster. You don't want that anywhere near your body. So there's some oil-based products out there. This is the one that we keep in the office. It's very good. Sunscreen, another great example. If you use a chemical-based sunscreen, you're asking for poison to go right into your system. Most of those sprays have a bunch of the chemicals in them. So you want to use I think, and check all this on your own. You don't have to take my word on it. I'd rather you start reading and getting the right information in your brain. But things like titanium dioxide, I think that's a safe one. We're in the middle of winter here in Texas, so the sunscreen brands are escaping me, but you get the picture. Look up organic and safe sunscreens. Look up organic and safe deodorants. Just start diving into all this, because if you could do anything to prevent cancer and Alzheimer's, heart disease, all these things clog up your arteries once they start building up in your system. If you could do something to prevent all that, wouldn't it be worth doing? An ounce of prevention is worth what? So remember, drugs are bad. God is great. So are you. Do not interfere with your body. And if you have been, if you know your body's toxic, we have some real gentle detoxing systems up front that help your body. So let's say your cells have built up some crap because you've been using regular deodorant for years, or perfumes, or whatever the case is. We've got these gentle detox systems that will help your cells flush these things out, and then it doesn't cause diarrhea or anything, it doesn't cause you to flush, but then the part 2 of the detox system will help carry it out of your body. So we've got ways to do that. If you're really struggling with anything, I promise you, let's say that you got some disease. I don't know what your diagnosis may be. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I sympathize with you, but whatever your diagnosis might be, or your kid's diagnosis, let's say it's something horrible, or one of your parents or relatives has Alzheimer's. Let me ask you this: if you cleaned out your lifestyle, right? If you got all the chemicals and all the things that are toxic to your body out of your house, you started getting adjusted, right? You took care of your spine so that your brain and your body can actually communicate and work like it's supposed to. And you cleaned up your food, right? You cut the junk food out, you quit going to the fast food places, you quit all the carbs. Let's say you did those things. You detoxed your environment, cleaned up your food, and most importantly, you got your spine properly adjusted and you start taking care of it every day. Would that have a positive impact on your life? Yes, obviously. It's going to give you some years on the back end somewhere. It's going to add quality to your years. So when you hear me say things like, remember, drugs are bad, God is great, and so are you, that's not exaggeration. People live on medications. We're growing up in this country. We're the most overly medicated country anywhere. We take, depending on the research you read, we'll take anywhere between 70 and 80% of the drugs on this planet. And you've all heard of the opioid epidemic. I mean, you got all these people hurting. Obviously, if you did these things and you took care of your spine properly, there's going to be less pain in your life. And if everybody started taking care of themselves properly, we would thoroughly destroy the drug industry that has such a grip on this country. They're running the show. They're running your doctors. They're running your insurance companies. They're running your hospitals. I mean, think about it. Does a hospital want you healthy? Does a drug company want you healthy? Do most of your doctors actually want you healthy, or do they want you taking drugs? And obviously the drug companies want all of us taking their product. And all that does is insult your body. It cannot get you well. Clean up your environment. Start taking care of yourself. Prevent disease. Try not to get it in the first place. Reach out to us if you need any help. If you don't have a Max Living office near you, we can help you find one. This is Dr. Hooten signing off. Stay tuned this month. We're going to go through more ways to clean out your environment. Love you. Talk to you next time.